afternoon, folks. Welcome back, non-league to Premier League. I hope this finds you well. Right, you were last with us, obviously, for that fantastic double header, the first England game, first continental game. I haven't gone too far forwards because I'd like to keep this season kind of really closely taken an eye on. We may skip a few more games between this one and the next one, but we'll see how we go. So then, you were last with us, obviously, for that 3-0 win over Slavia Prague. We then absolutely hammered Brighton 5-1. We beat Wigan in the Carabao Cup with Louis Barry scoring a penalty. It was really not a great game to watch. We then beat Bournemouth 2-1. That game we could have got so much more out of, but the Bournemouth keeper played really, really well. And then I'll show you two goals in a second because it's quite funny. Quite a heavily rotated squad, as you can see here, for the European Cup game against Olympiacos, purely because today we've got Man United, and with Chelsea already losing to Man City, if we beat United today, we go back to the summit of the Premier League. The boys are on top. That being said, if I can just bring us in quickly to this game, we brought these people in to get a little bit of experience in the squad. They know their way around Europe. They've played in the big occasions. They've played, massive games and certainly bigger games than what they've got here. So Kevin De Bruyne then, on 88 minutes, steps up and does this. Really, game? Hello? There we go. So these are the kind of things that we brought them in to do. Obviously, playmaking, have chances, score goals. And here you see, takes it down, one touch, bang. Outside the edge of the box, really well taken goal. Not long after, Leon Goretzka said, I'm not having that. Whatever you can do, I can do too. Max Aarons cuts inside, looked like he was going to go for goal himself, and Goretzka from distance, a lane there in goal, possibly could have done better, but even further out than De Bruyne's effort was. And, we had a good, solid win there, so that's really, really good. So today then we are at the Molineux, we're playing United. Huge game for us. Next episode, by the way, will be West Brom and Lazio. We're going to do a double header there. So let's get into the game today, shall we? So for the team selection then, we've got a few injuries, but we've got a fairly solid 11 at the minute. So we've got Svilar in goal. Vela, Derby, Scholl and Aarons at the back, Chowdhury and Gravenberch in midfield, Vinicius Jr., Gibbs White and Vignato with Madueke up top. Let's get into the game, boys. Hope that we pick up 3 points today because that would be fantastic, and it's always great to get one over on United. Rashford obviously up front for United. United have got a very, very good squad. Passionately say... No, we're going to calmly say. We've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. I've got faith in all the gentle boys. So let's see if we can turn that faith into productivity. Our defence gives us the options. I want to keep this going. He's a fine player. Obviously, they've got Kai Havertz. Nice. Ryan Gravenberch is obviously great to see. So if we look at the United side very quickly then, their back four is amazing. They've got De Gea in goal still, Wan-Bissaka, Skriniar, Ferrero, George. Then they've got Almendra and Havertz in midfield. But in front of them, they've got Pedrinho, Foden, Quare, and then Marcus Rashford. Interesting to see the likes of Mason Greenwood on the bench because he performed stunningly in the England game. So I'm not sure whether United have got that right, but time will tell. First chance of the game goes to them then as they got a corner and Svilar does well from the header from Almendra. And we will need to pick things up. Vinicius Jr. then gets the ball. Really, like instant counter-attack here from their corner. Squares it for Hamza Chowdhury and anybody else possibly would have scored there, to be honest. So, not a bad start to the game. It's a very lively one as United are on the attack again here. Please don't give away a penalty, which is exactly what is done. You could see it coming, boys. You could absolutely see the challenge coming in there. Very, very scrappy. Up steps Rashford. He's very good at penalties. He's going to bury it left-hand side, bottom corner. No, he goes to the right-hand side, bottom corner this time. Very good penalty. Right in the corner. Svilar, no chance regardless. 1-0 down to United inside 10 minutes is not good enough. So straight away we're going to demand more out of the boys. We're going to go into an attacking mentality. United are frustrated by whatever it is their gaffers said to them. I mean, we're the better side here at the minute, but we just haven't created enough chances in terms of we've not converted anything, and there's no highlights. Half an hour gone, still nothing happening here. United are just cancelling us out, which is not good. Ball's played over then to Pedrino. It's got Vinicius Junior and oh God, what was his name? Vela. How could I forget Vela out on the left hand side chasing him? Neither do well enough, and United again on the attack here. And this is not looking good for us. These are the teams that if we want to be going for... Oh, Svila, what is that? What on earth is that? I was just talking about if we want Champions League qualification, we've got to be kind of beating the Uniteds of the Premier League, especially when they've been so poor early on. And this is just an absolute calamity. Svila just... pathetic attempt at gathering the ball, and now 2-0 down just before half time. You would think that United are just going to go onto cruise control here as the ball over the top for Rashford's lovely. Nobody keeps up with him. Svilar comes out, but not quick enough. 3-0 down before half time. Man United have given us an absolute... Maybe brought us back down to earth with a bump. We're not going to say anything now until we get into the dressing room, because that was a pathetic performance. Aggressively say, you better show me something else in the second half. Chowdhury is demotivated. Demotivated? You're 3-0 down. How can you be any more demotivated, you bloody idiot? Here we go then. Aarons finds Vignato on that right hand side. Back to Max Aarons. All the way back to Scholes. Going to go back to Svila. We've had some really nicely worked goals on on this save so far this year. So it would be nice to get one of those on actual live com. Svila then plays the ball to Derby. Derby finds Chowdhury. Chowdhury's going to go inside to Gravenberch, who goes back to Chowdhury. He's got options on the right. He does find Vignato, whose pass is poor. Really poor. Amandra then, oh my God, don't give away another penalty. It's so easy. It is so easy. United on the counter attack, carve us. He's just carve us to pieces, and there is Phil Foden to tuck it away. Oh, it's heartbreaking to watch this kind of a defeat, guys. It really is. So, we are going to change things up. Chowdhury is playing appallingly. Gravenberch is going to have to go into that advanced playmaker role. Barry's going to come on. He's going to go up front alongside Sean Madueke, who's not having the best games. Put them both on advanced forwards. Has to be said, Vinicius Junior and Vignato are both playing really bad. So, on we bring in Samuel Oakley. You can't play there, can he? Balls. So Sam Oakley will go up top. Barry will come out onto that right hand side, and we'll bring on Mane and see if we can't change things up a little bit. We've got 40 minutes to go. I mean, we're not going to score 4 goals. We've got to be realistic, but this is infuriating. We show some passion. What's wrong with yous? 55 minutes gone then. Scholes on the ball. Plays it back to Derby. Derby plays it out to Gravenberch. Back to Scholes. Launches the ball forward. Again, a poor attempt at a pass. And we have just not turned up today. We've got possession, but it's all we've got. And it's not convincing possession. And obviously we've done nothing with it. 10 shots on goal and 1 on target says an awful lot about our chance creation, doesn't it? Barry tries to head clear, doesn't go out far, only as far as Quer. Quer does get down that left hand side, Scholl heads it clear, and finally we are out of our own defensive third. This, boys, is just not good enough. Wan-Bissaka then brings the ball forward, gets played out to Havertz, who plays it out to Quer again on this left hand side. Manu's causing us all kinds of problems as he's just allowed space and time to run forward into as much space as he likes to take a pop. Just ridiculous, this is. Absolutely ridiculous. And after the performances that we've put in so far this season, I was quietly confident coming into this game that we was going to give United a drubbing, and it's been absolutely the opposite way round. Killed our goal difference as well. We had such a positive goal difference. And this has brought us back down to earth with a bang. And these boys will be in training tomorrow. And if it was real, they'd all be getting a good clip round the back of the head. So what was that? What was that? Gravenberch with the free kick, another poor delivery. De Gea's there, punches it out. Pedrinho launches the counter attack. Gibbs White tries to get a challenge in, but it goes to Wan-Bissaka. United playing very nice football here, very patient. Barry intercepts though on that right hand side. Can he do anything? No. Is the simple answer is just no. Gibbs White again with a great interception though. Scholl forward to Gravenberch into Mane. Is Mane going to do anything? Just no. Out to Gibbs White to Madueke, back to Mane, back to Madueke. Gets the ball in. Samuel Oakley from a foot out heads over the bar. Just absolutely pathetic. What a terrible, terrible game. For us, obviously, a great game for United. They have now been far and away the better side. Poor boys. Really, really poor. And it's actually, I'm sat here and I'm trying to keep my cool as best as possible, but I'm literally so tilted because we've been so good all season, and then to come with a performance like this against one of our major contenders really is just appalling. It's not even like we can say, oh, we was trying to play too attacking, we were the away side. We're at the Molineux, we're at the ground where nobody wants to come because we've had such a good run of games there. Over the last 3 seasons, we've been solid at home, and this just has not been good. Has not been good. Out to Valen, left hand side. Can we get a consolation goal? No, Maduka's header's good, but De Gea is just as good as the header. Mason Greenwood then cuts in from that left hand side. Shots blocked. It only goes out to Digne though. Gomez back outside to Greenwood. And this is just it's heartbreaking. It really is. We played so well. We had such a good start to the season and then get absolutely whitewashed by Manchester United, and it finishes then at the Molineux. Wolves 0, United 4. And that was disappointing. I mean, disappointing doesn't even begin to cover what that was. The best rating in the squad was 7.5, and that was Gibbs White. Average ratings overall, really, 6.4s, 6.5s. Absolutely pathetic. Pathetic. So then, obviously, I'll go into there. That leaves us then third in the Premier League, a point behind City and Chelsea in first and second. Still got a decent goal difference, but nowhere near as good as it was. And that's just going to have to give us a little bit of food for thought of what we're doing in terms of maybe we're rotating the team too much and they're just losing that little bit of chemistry that they had, which was going on so nicely. But when you look at our goals so far, you look at average ratings, we're there for everything, literally everything. Maybe it was just a bad day at the office and I'm being a little bit too hard on the boys, but they'll know about it in training tomorrow. Thank you very much for the continued support, guys. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget to smash the like button for me today. If you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe. We're here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hope you're all well, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you next time.